They don't see exactly what they're going to be experiencing. Your quality of sleep might be compromised. You see, it's very beautiful, the ocean, the mountains, the lifestyle. Don't see what's behind the curtains, the Philippines versus the Western countries.
Rising up like the phoenixes, been tired of pushed down the ground. Speaking my heart like it really is, 'cause I can't take another no. I see, I like, I go, I get, no one can hold me back.
My brother is like a Muay Thai trainer.
Go, go, go.
You're a good trainer.
Yeah, of course.
When you gonna train me?
Tomorrow, if you want to start tomorrow.
All right. You're gonna train me for my duties at night, huh? My bro is like a future Pacquiao.
I train him for fitness, not for fighting, brother.
That one is gonna make him lose a lot of weight,
Yeah,
man.
of course.
But you need the bigger ones for me.
This way.
No, this one.
Do not hit my stomach, brother. You are so very heavy, huh?
Good morning, everybody. My Philippines exploration, and we're here with another one. Today is Sunday. You guys can see my backdrop here. It's actually Misamis Oriental, which is the big formation of mountains in front of me, and then the side are part of the island that I live on. So as I mentioned, I will be giving you guys, for those foreigners out there, a list of 5 things that I see very differently about the Philippines versus the Western countries like United States, Canada, UK, and Australia. So these countries are very similar in the lifestyle and the way people live and what they use. So I want to get into this because some people actually come here for a woman and they're very excited. They see that it's very beautiful, the ocean, the mountains, everything is very cheap, the food, the lifestyle, and the people. They see all of this, and then they don't see what's behind the curtains. They don't see exactly what they're going to be experiencing and subjecting themselves to every single day that they stay here in the Philippines. So if you're just visiting, then this really doesn't apply to you as much, but it can. But if you plan to retire here, for those older foreigners that plan to retire here, which I would say 95% of my viewers are between the ages of 45 to 65. So this goes out to you guys. When I first came here, some of them kind of bothered me, but I'm at the point where I reached the grace period. If you're here for 2 years in the Philippines, then you seem to become acclimated and used to the things that you subjected yourself to initially. So with that being said, I want to go with the first one. And the very first one that you want to think about and you want to accept about here, this doesn't apply to the cities. But if you're going to a province, which a lot of you guys are, you're going to have to deal with something called a burnout. Now, a burnout is pretty self-explanatory. You're living your life that day. Maybe you're doing something on the computer. Maybe you're watching TV. Maybe you're cooking. And all of a sudden, you have a complete, sudden, and utter disconnection of the electricity.
Because to put them in our jails, they didn't pay the electric bill.
Now, you might think to yourself, I've never dealt with this. Maybe I live in a lowland area, or maybe I live in a tropical area in the United States, and I deal with it with tropical storms. But here, if you're coming from a subtropical or tropical area in the US, here is the same climate, the same weather, and they also deal with things like tropical storms and hurricanes, but they're just different names here. This could be very frustrating because here in the Philippines, if you get stuck without power for 5, 10, 12 hours, that might be detrimental to what you think about this place because it's so hot here and the heat could be unbearable sometimes. And imagine you go 12 hours or 8 hours, 5 hours, even 2 hours without your air conditioner, aircon, or fan. You know, some foreigners like these kind of amenities. They're not used to the lights coming off. This is more critical for those foreigners that maybe they work online and they work during the day. Maybe they're teaching English online. Now, you just gotta be prepared. you got to bring things here that's going to allow you to adjust to these power outages. Depends on where you live. They may happen frequently, they may happen infrequently, but definitely every week if you're in the province, experience power outages. And that brings me to number two. Number two was the thing that I found the most strange, and that is the CRs in the Philippines, or the bathroom. So in the Philippines, a bathroom is called the CR, or comfort room. You know, in the US, it's a bathroom or even a restroom. So it's quite different, especially if you're going to rent a house, an apartment here. You're gonna find that this bathroom is gonna be very small for your American body. In addition to that, the shower is connected right next to the toilet. There's no division between the shower and the toilet. So just imagine you walk in early in the morning, you're wiping the crust out of your eyes, sit down on the toilet, take a number two, drop a deuce, and it's wet. The only thing that I think about if I feel that toilet is wet is one thing, and that's urination, right? That's pee. Somebody didn't wipe after they used the CR or after they used the bathroom. Another thing is, what if you have a girlfriend or you have a wife? I mean, what if she needs to get prepared for work? She's taking a bath, you have to suddenly use the toilet. I mean, how is that gonna work for you? It's gonna be like you guys are both taking a bath. This is something you wanna consider. You wanna think about it because although this is the traditional Filipino bathroom, there are some modernized bathrooms and people kind of cater to the foreigners or those people, those Filipinos that enjoy the more modern things in life, like a traditional bathroom that you would see in the US. Division of the shower and the toilet. So consider that one. That is number two. Number three, the thing that you must consider and you must accept if you're going to live in the Philippines is your quality of sleep might be compromised. And I tell you this because in the Philippines, most of the mattresses are not spring, they're not double stacked, pillow top like most American and Western beds are or mattresses are. These most of the time are 3 to 4 inch foam beds. And you know, if you lay on this for 6 months, you know, at some point the mold of your body is going to be imprinted in that bed. And it's not going to do good for your back. I'm telling you that right now.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, back, it's killing me.
You're not falling for that hot oil massage bit again.
I've experienced back pain. I've experienced a lot. And that was due to sleeping on this bed for a long time until I got sick of waking up in the morning and feeling like a stiff Lolo or stiff grandpa. So I did something about it. You can definitely do something about it, but you know, at some point, you're gonna be sleeping on one of these cot beds. They're actually beds or mattresses that you would see on a cot. So I actually decided to buy my own bed. Now you can spend about under $200 for a complete bed set or a complete bed with the frame and the box spring, and that solves your problem. But if you consider living in the Philippines for long term, especially you older guys, consider definitely making it top priority to buy yourself a standard mattress, spring bed, whatever you want to call it, or else you're going to be walking around as if you need a cane. That's number three. Let's get into number four. So number four is something that, you know, some foreigners may not even care about. It depends on what you want to spend and what you are using as far as toiletries. So toiletries are things like deodorant, your soap, even your shavers. So these things, if you get them brand named here in the Philippines, they're going to be much more expensive than what you pay for in the US. So for example, if you want to buy a name brand razor, which most of you guys out there know the brand names, they have them here in the Philippines. Maybe you can get a pack of 3 razors, disposable razors, that equates to about $8. You know, this one in the US, we can find these for $3, even $4. So the name brand or imported brand names that are American made, they're quite expensive here. In addition to that, also the deodorant. All of the name brand deodorants that you guys use are going to be usually half the size, because almost all of the toiletries here, the deodorants, the soaps, the conditioners, they seem to be in a smaller packaged portion. I don't even know why. Who knows? Maybe it's just shipping purposes. But if you buy deodorant here, most of the time it's going to be half of what you buy in the United States, and it's going to be more expensive. So the deodorant that I use is probably about $4. Here it could be $6 to $8. So you have to take into consideration, if you're gonna come here to live or you're gonna stay here long term, you better bring your own. You better bring enough supply so that you can feel like you've gotten value from your home back home before you start actually spending a good amount of money on these toiletries. Also, the toothbrushes. The toothbrushes are a different quality. They're a totally different quality. And you know, if you have sensitive teeth and you want a soft toothbrush, the equivalent of soft toothbrush here might feel different. It might not feel different, it will feel different. If you like a hard style toothbrush, then it's going to feel like a medium. So you have to think about these things. So before you come here, do your research and definitely bring your own toiletries enough so that it can last you a long time before you have to start buying the expensive ones. Or if you're just staying here for a vacation, just bring your own and you don't have to worry about buying any of those here. Number 5, that you probably already seen this before, but you probably haven't noticed it with your girlfriend. Maybe you have a Filipino already and you don't really know how she dresses. You don't really know how the people dress in this country on a day-to-day basis. So a lot of men in the Western culture, they don't like to see their woman with short shorts and maybe with the little spaghetti string blouse that some women wear. But listen, you're coming here to a place where it's tropical, it's hot. These people want to wear skimpy clothes. These girls want to wear shorts. And if you have a girlfriend, most likely she's going to be wearing shorts and showing her beautiful legs, right? Because Filipinas are very known to having the most beautiful legs in the world. And I'm one to say yes, that is true. Before, I didn't care about legs. What is legs? They're made for walking, right? So before, I didn't care about that. But now, I can definitely appreciate the legs here on a woman. And even if you see a chunky woman, a skinny woman, an older woman, they all have beautiful legs. And I would say if you are dating a Filipina, you better expect that she's gonna be out with you wearing some shorts at some point. And maybe it's something that you don't appreciate her wearing outside, but you know, that's what she's comfortable in. So just let her rock with that. Don't become a controlling freak with your Filipina. Don't tell her not to wear this, not to wear that. I mean, there are some limits, there are some lines and boundaries that she should, you know, respect. But other than that, apart from that, your Filipina's gonna wear shorts, man. Your Filipina's gonna wear even some pajama pants outside. You might think, oh, that's childish, but they do it. So expect it and accept it. I hope you guys got some value out of this video. I know it's a short one, but if you felt like I was dropping gems on you and giving you guys some cool content, please smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. You're already watching, why not? Just do it now. What are you waiting? Look down in the description. You can follow me on Facebook and you can hit me on my email if you have any questions regarding living in the Philippines. I know I'm much younger than most of the foreigners that come out here, but guess what? I'm here, I'm experiencing it firsthand. So I can give you the same quality advice as an older foreigner. I'll see you guys next time on another vlog. So hope you guys enjoy your day, your night, your afternoon, wherever country you're from, wherever it may be. Make sure you stay positive and help other people out if possible. I'll see you guys on the next vlog.